Parker Schnabel, Tony Beets, and Rick Ness are joined by a new addition to the core cast who will look recognizable to fans of Parker's Trails, Schnabel's Gold Rush spinoff. Fred Lewis becomes a member of the main Gold Rush family. Gold Rush remains Discovery Channel's most-watched series, and it returns this Friday, October 23, with the network describing it as the richest season yet. The first episode teaser features ex-Special Forces doctor and greenhorn miner Fred Lewis, who has gathered a group of veterans in pursuit of gold-bearing territory. Viewers will see Lewis risk everything he owns in search of his own gold mine in Oregon's gold-rich mountains. Despite COVID, gold miners will resume to work under continuous pandemic closures. The lads confirmed their work ethic in the series' early teasers. Despite the coronavirus, Parker Schnabel, Tony Beets, and Rick Ness return to their claims with some obvious precautions. This isn't just about gold mining, it's about coming together as brothers, living the American dream, and pulling gold out of the ground, Lewis teased before. Lewis is testing his staked-out ground for gold in TV show's Ace's exclusive first look at the upcoming season. His assembled gang is working on a percentage deal, which is hashed out in the action of our clip below. The teaser begins with Fred and Kendall, who have just sprinted 20 yards of pay dirt. Kendall is in charge of the run, while Fred searches the sluice box for evidence of gold. "Before I clean these mats, and if we see some gold, we're really looking good," Fred says, focused on his task. He points to some gold. "Here's a good piece of gold. That's a good one." Kendall is less enthusiastic, saying that it's all fine and dandy to see the flakes trapped in the sluice box carpets. But at the end of the day, the gold must be weighed and a serious decision made. "I think this is like a little slice of freedom up in here doing what we want, pulling gold out of the ground," Fred adds, looking around at the blue skies. "You know, kind of like the American dream." The boys get right to work, going to measure the gold from the test run of pay dirt. What they require is a half ounce of gold every 100 yards. Therefore, the 20-yard test must provide at least a tenth of an ounce, or the transaction will be canceled. They barely touch the surface of their soil test run, and the results are, gold is in the earth, enough to make this a mining location. Fred is overjoyed and exclaims, "That's phenomenal, actually." The narrator mentions that Fred and Kendall's 20-yard test yielded a tenth of an ounce, proving that the claim is gold-rich. If they keep going at this rate, they could end up with $1 million. As Fred explains, "If you guys are willing to work with us on a lease, the percentages and work agreements are hammered out to everyone's liking. I don't have enough money to buy this house. I hope I could, we're trying to start a lot of dreams here for a lot of veterans. And with your guys' cooperation, this is something that we can all pull together." After the fields are opened 2 months late due to the epidemic, miners Schnabel, Beets, and Ness will be in a time crunch for the forthcoming season. Schnabel, who is about to arrive in the Yukon, had a lot of success in Australia last year and wants to extend his mining operation beyond the Klondike. This season, he hopes to amass enough gold to purchase even more land. Meanwhile, the diligent Beets family hopes to make a fortune on Paradise Hill. Rick Ness, Parker's former foreman, had a huge setback last year when he lost all of his income. This is a do-or-death season for him. Lewis completes the cast as the inexperienced miner. The new season of Gold Rush follows the death of another miner on another spin-off, Gold Rush. Dave Turin's lost mine, miner Jesse Goins, who died at the age of 60. Goins died unexpectedly at the Box Creek mine. Tune in this Friday as the new season begins to watch how Fred gels with his new veteran team, while Rick, Parker, and Tony are all fierce rivals with a lengthy history. Gold Rush will return with a special 2-hour season premiere on Discovery.